Greetings to you, friend. This is the story of Ogledd. Over 1,500 years ago, during the turbulent and anarchic times, a century after the departure of the Roman legions from Britain, the land of Britanniarum, once unified by the presence of Rome, is divided into many kingdoms, each striving to rise to supremacy over its neighbors. One such kingdom is Ogledd, ruled from the impenetrable fortress of the same name by the High King Riddich More. It stretches from north of the wall built in the time of Antonius Pius to its border with Ogledd in the south. Ogledd is a wealthy and productive country, peopled by a mix of ancient Celtic stock and the descendants of their former imperial masters. The land has many affluent estates, often centered upon magnificent villas, whose owners can trace their ancestry back long into, and often beyond, the occupation by the Romans. These local lords are now the liegemen of the High King and form his Chulu or Hearthguard. Sadly, the very riches which Ogledd enjoys makes it a highly prized target for numerous fearsome raiders. From across the sea to the west come the Irish from Ogledd. From the north come the increasingly bold, mysterious and menacing warrior men of Pictland. From the east come the heathen Saxons, who return year after year to burn and pillage the prosperous estates of Ogledd's noble elite. And finally, the most consistent and most dangerous of all, the fearsome Scotty raiders from the western seaboard lands of Dalriata. Charged by the High King with the onerous undertaking of defending the kingdom from these nefarious raiders is the warlord Gwarda, a fearsome and fearless warrior, loved and respected by his friends, feared and despised by his enemies. Wearing armor, carrying a shield and wielding a mighty sword, Gwarda has a cost of 70 gold points. Standing bravely alongside the warlord are his faithful Chulu, the battle-scarred warrior Sagramore, veteran of many battles against the loathsome Scotty, the faithful standard-bearer, Pellinor, Gwarda's accomplished champion, Ectorius, and Cambion Carr, the erudite and sagacious druid, who had counseled the rulers of Ogledd since before the dark days of the Calaginerings. Sagramore and Ectorius wear armor, are shielded and carry hand weapons for a cost of 40 gold points each. Pellinor wears armor, has a shield and hand weapon and carries Gwarda's famous and feared battle standard, giving him a total cost of 100 gold points. The standard has a special rule which gives enemies a -2 penalty to their charge range when charging figures within 6 inches of the banner. The druid, Cambion Carr, is a healer, giving him a cost of just 10 gold points. Gwarda can always call upon the services of the Cambrogi, the wealthy landowners of the kingdom, sworn to defend the land against all who dare to cross the borders. These warriors wear metal armor and carry shields and finely crafted swords, giving each of them a cost of 40 gold points. Fighting alongside the Cambrogi are the Pagansees, the local levy who form the backbone of the forces of Ogledd. A few carry swords, while others are armed with long spears, but all are protected by a large shield. The swordsmen have a cost of 30 gold points. The spearmen, who use their spears purely as a melee weapon, have a cost of 20 gold points each. Finally, there are the lowly peasants who act as skirmishers for the warband. Some are armed with javelins, and each of these unarmored warriors add a cost of 20 gold points to the warband. While others are armed with a bow, costing a total of 35 gold points per figure. These then are the fighting forces, with which Gwarda and his Tulu valiantly endeavor to defend the land of Ogledd from the many enemies who strive to wrest control from the High King. They must be ever vigilant as they scan the horizon for the telltale signs of approaching raiders. In Part 2 we shall meet the men whose sworn and solemn intention is to pillage and burn the kingdom of Ogledd, and, through the means of fire and sword, bring the reign of the High King, Riddichmore, to a premature and permanent conclusion. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time for the continuation of the story of the dark and savage lands of Ogledd.